Chapter 2. Part 1. When I finally reach the campus, I stare at my watch and realize it's 8:48 a.m. Yes. I smile happily and perform a little dance for arriving on time. As I attach my bike to the bike rack, I wonder if I have all my supplies. Oh no. Did I forget my textbooks? I check my bag and find my environmental science workbook, my encyclopedia of marine biology, Volume 4 assigned text, as well as my computer. I sigh in relief that I have my schoolbooks, or I would have been shit out of luck. I get my books out of my bag and head to class. When strolling to the Metcalf Science Center, immediately I feel my books slipping from my hands, and the books dive to the floor. Fuck. Did I just say that out loud? I bend down to grab my books when I notice someone grabbing them off the ground. I can tell it's a guy because his long fingers run across the text. He looks at my textbooks for just a split second, and then his dark blue eyes flicker to mine. He looks away quicker than I did, and I drop my gaze at once from embarrassment. I know who exactly it is with those gorgeous baby blue eyes, short thick black hair, and that tall muscular body. I can tell he has a muscular body with his tight black shirt clinging to him, and he's also wearing those tight dark blue jeans of his that show off his perfect thighs. His name is Christopher. I always had a crush on him since freshman year of college, even though he ignored me constantly and probably doesn't even know I existed. Finally, I find my voice. Thank you, I stutter as I grin like an idiot. I didn't know he could be so nice. As he hands me my books, I notice his inked forearm. The way the design of the black and white heart goes around his arm down to his wrist is mesmerizing. For some reason, this situation reminds me of a stupid romantic movie. In these foolish movies that don't make any sense. They look at each other, then the guy helps the poor girl out, and they somehow end up kissing. They fall in love at that moment. Those movies call it love at first sight. I don't believe in love at first sight. To me, no one can possibly fall in love that fast. Can they? No. No, that's impossible. It's stupid, really. You're welcome. It's Susan, isn't it? He says suddenly, interrupting my thoughts. Sushiana, I correct him with a smile. Why, your name is Christopher. I stammer. Why am I so nervous around him? Is it because I think he's so good looking? No, stop looking at him that way, Sushiana. He laughs. Yeah, but everyone calls me Chris, Sushiana, he says as a smirk comes across his face. Okay, Chris then. I assume he doesn't like his first name. I prefer when individuals call me by my full name. I hate when people separate it. It's not Susie, Anna, or even Susan, it's Sushiana. I liked when Chris said my name. I loved how his full lips moved very slowly as he pronounced it. Damn it. Cut it out. Stop thinking like that. You're in Mr. Young's class, correct? He asks. Yes. He should know me because we had the same classes ever since freshman year, but he probably never paid attention to me. As soon as he stands to his feet, he reaches out his hand, so he can help me up. I smile at him vaguely when I grab his hand, and he pulls me up to my feet. The touch of his palm feels rough from the dirt on the floor. I recognize I'm still holding onto his hand, and I quickly let go. We both stare at each other but didn't say a word. Well, this is awkward. I glance to my left to see his group of friends staring at us. I don't know why, but his friends always give me the creeps, especially the boy with nose and ear piercings. I believe they called him Adam. Every time I look at him, his eyes are dark brown, almost like black, which is terrifying. One of them whispers something to Adam's ear. But I can't make out what they are saying. Why are they watching us? I focus back on Chris, who is still standing there without a word. I break the silence. I have to get to class, I say before turning my back, and I start to walk away. In truth, I wanted to stay to look at him all day, without his friends spying on us. To see what he looks like underneath that black shirt of his, and to see if he has any more tattoos. Too bad I must get to class. I shake my head while I start to curse at myself for thinking such thoughts. The back of my mind says you like him, but I put it behind me. Breaking my thoughts, I hear a voice yelling my name, it sounds familiar. When I hear the voice gets louder, I know it's Chris. I turn around and catch sight of him running toward me. Why is he following me? I already said thank you to him. How many times do I have to say thank you? Wait. Chris yells as he comes up to me and he catches his breath. I could walk you to class. I mean, we do have the same class together. He stares at me waiting for an answer. Why? You afraid I might drop my books again? It just came out and I knew that was rude. Yet, I am curious as to why he wants to walk me to class. Yes, we have the same class together. We always had the same classes, but he never wanted to walk me to class before. Why all of a sudden does he want to walk me to class now? He stares at me, meeting my eyes with the strangest expression on his face. It was startled, furious, offended. I look away quickly and began to blush when he starts to laugh. No, I thought we could walk together, that's all. He mutters as the sunlight touches his teeth and smiles at me, making my mouth dry. Come on, Sashiana. It's just a walk. Fine, I'll go with him to be nice. As he said, it's just a walk. I nod and his face lights up like he won a marathon. I roll my eyes at him. We start to head to class. Did you roll your eyes at me? He asks. Of course, I did. I'm confused about why he wants to be around me. I roll my eyes again, trying to figure out the answer. I can't. Did you just do it again on purpose? He raises his eyebrows and I don't know if he's angry or he's toying with me. He's unreadable. Yes, I did, I sneer. So, why did you roll your eyes at me then? He looks confused and so do I. I have to be honest, so I tell him. Because it's weird that you're walking me to class when you never had before. Weird? He's puzzled. Yes, weird, I say with fury. Why in the hell is he not answering my questions? I recognized as we were talking that we finally made it to class. We arrived. He moves his arm across from me to reach for the door. You may enter, he says playfully, and I giggle like a fool when I walk inside. How could he be so charming, annoying, confusing, and then back to charming again? It's ridiculous. This is hurting my head just thinking about it. I take a seat in front of the class, where I normally sit. Mr. Young always goes fast on his notes, so to keep up with him I need to have a close view to catch every detail. Then in the corner of my eye, I notice Chris sitting down in the chair next to me. What is he doing? He usually sits with his punk friends in the back. Dude, I think you are in the wrong seat, I tease and start to giggle as my words come out of my mouth. He chuckles. Nope, I'm in the right seat, he mutters. I turn my back to see if his friends that were gazing at us this morning are in class today, and to my surprise, they're not. Looking for something, his voice makes me jump out of my seat. His eyes are fixed on me. Don't you sit with your friends? I ask while pointing my finger to the back of me. You look at me. He grins. Why does he never answer my questions? Don't change the subject. My voice is high-pitched than I intended it to be. The professor walks in, interrupting our conversation.